So I came across this news clip where I saw these Americans moving to Mexico to avoid this new Trump regime. This new Trump administration has come in as a wrecking ball, and many Americans have had enough. They're saying they're just moving down to Mexico. Now, the move has been constant now since the days of pandemic. That was like, what, 5 years ago? So many Americans started moving to Mexico City because they could work remote, and it has caused some kind of conflicts also with the locals who are not happy with the high cost of living increasing because of Americans coming in with the dollars, raising the rent and everything, neighborhoods being gentrified. I'm going to cover that in another video, but this video is particularly focused on people leaving because of Trump. Now, before we begin, please consider liking and subscribing so we can grow this channel, and let's continue.
Iggy, sit. In November, with the results of the election, when Trump won, who I don't support, I thought, maybe this is the tipping point. Maybe this is the reason that says, yeah, go ahead and move. I do take personally the comments and the negative and the racist comments from Trump, from the administration, from others, because I'm Latino. Especially when they make comments about immigrants, I think of my parents.
Yeah, so many people are affected by that. I know many Republicans or MAGA heads. They don't like to hear the truth, but you cannot give out hate throughout and expect roses in return, because some people will react to the hate that you are generating. Now, I do understand why they moved to Mexico. If you've ever been to Mexico, it's one of the most beautiful countries in the world, and the people are amazing. People are generous. So it's understandable. If you've been to Mexico, you know it. If you've never been to Mexico, probably you're going to be thinking all these stereotypical things that you've seen in the news. But if you know, if you've been to Mexico, amazing people, amazing food. And if you could move, I would move also. I'm not gonna lie. But let's continue with the video and see what's next.
Decided to move here because I didn't agree with the direction that the United States was going into. The United States is not the country that it once was. The American dream no longer exists, and those who are able to elevate and get further in life in the United States are typically people who are, blonde hair, blue-eyed, white Americans, and the rest of us not so much.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has their own experience. You have to, whether you like what they're saying or not. I know many will not like that because they would, truth hurts. Truth hurts sometimes. So if somebody says their truth, not alternative facts or whatever, if they say their experience, it might be hurtful for some. But his experience is, for people his kind, is not very good. So he decided to leave. He did not decide to do anything bad in the US. He decided to remove himself from the situation, which is commendable. The same thing, if you don't like something so much, you just remove yourself from the situation. So I do understand what he's saying. And let's go to the next clip. And as you watch, please like, subscribe.
So it's a challenge being a Black woman here and experiencing not feeling safe in your country. You to see the shift of where things are going in America politically and where things are going in Mexico with, Claudia Sheinbaum as the president, and just reading about how she was in physics and all the amazing things she's doing for like social programs, social equity, and to see that we're actually going backwards in America. It's just insane.
She does have a point there. This new administration is very, very anti-education, anti-science, anti-logic, basically, because I had a saying that if you could reason with MAGA, there would be no MAGA. So that made a lot of sense, because if you could reason with people who support MAGA, there would be no MAGA. So there is a reason why they support MAGA that is just, it's not logical. So it's not common sense, but I know it's not good for them to hear this, but it's the truth. If a society is regressing backwards, it's always thinking of, removing science and education and stuff. You need to be wary of that society. Why do they want many people to be uneducated? There is something seriously wrong. Now, things are looking to be going from worse to worse, and it's probably going to get worse now with these new tariffs. If it keeps on turning on tariffs on and off, it's going to tank the economy. So many people are still going to move now based on the wallet, financial reasons. That's why they're going to be moving. Now we can just look at a few comments here, and you can see that the new American dream is moving to Mexico, Canada, and Europe. That's the new American dream. So it is sad to see what's really happening to America, because it's not good how it is self-imploding. It's very, very bad. And you see some are saying, I'm glad Mexico is still allowing us. And many people have been retiring to Mexico. I might someday live in Mexico. I visited so many times. I always go there. I might go there this year. I love the country. I love it so much. So it's the American dream is to live. Now, it's just how it is. Maybe we can hang on for these 4 years and see what happens, but that's how it is, man. So if you like this video, it was very, very short clip. I'm gonna do other longer ones, but if you like this video, please consider liking, subscribing, and share these on all the networks. I'll see you.
Oh my goodness, all the networks! Wow! All the networks!